Right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Alright, this is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. And this is another lesson on the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. This could be like a skillful adding onto the mark, into the mark of the beast, from a kind of spiritual aspect of it. Okay. So without further ado, I'm gonna start to this. Revelation chapter 13 verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, so that the beast is the RFID, the beast Salakia, the beast is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the European Union. And the beast's mark is an imprinted or implanted RFID microchip underneath your skin. Alright? And the mark, going back to the Universal Product Code, the barcode, okay, which was formed by, I can't remember the man's name. It was formed to represent 666. Alright? When you're going to it. So that is the whole, and that one going to the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. Alright? So now I say I'm going to do a skillful adding onto it. Okay? Now when you're going to the word mark, right? Going to the word mark, receive a mark, Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. It says what? It says mark Karagma G, Strong's G5 5480. Strong's G 5480.
Strong's G 5480.
Haragma. And it says a stamp. That's not. It says a stamp and imprinted mark. Now, if you look up the word imprinted, oh shit, web search. Just a quick edification. You look up the word imprinted, and you're going to the synonyms, right? Just now, just bear with me. An imprinted mark. An imprinted mark. You're going to the synonyms, right? Synonyms says to stamp, to punch, print, impress, mark, engrave, deboss, to etch it underneath your skin, to emboss. Alright, that is what the word imprint means. So you say stamp and imprinted mark, as the stamp of the mark stamped on the forehead of the right hand, as the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah, the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. Alright, so in other words, some etched in your skin, something stamped in your skin, some put in your skin, in your right hand or in your forehead. The RFID microchip. Okay, and that is going into your flesh, right? That chip going into your flesh, okay? And what the scripture say? The scripture say, just now, Galatians 6 and verse 8, it says, for he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, because that is actually going to be sown into your flesh, okay? The chip going to be sown into your flesh. And I'm going to look up the word sown just now, but when you put that chip into your flesh, this is the punishment for it, because it says he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, because ultimately you putting that chip within you, showing that you're totally down for the so-called white man and his philosophies. Alright, so this is your punishment. Revelation 14 verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So by you taking that chip in your flesh, trusting in the flesh, alright, showing the Most High that you're totally down for the so-called white man and his carnality. And the scripture say a carnal mind is enmity against with the Most High. Okay? It says, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Indignation meaning righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So when you go back to Galatians 6, and I'll read from verse 7, verse 7, I'll read. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Now, when you look up soweth, so just bear with me. Right, so I looked up the word soweth, but I end up looking up the word sow. Alright, and this is where you get, because I wasn't getting nothing for sow it. So it says to plant. Alright, so whatever deeds that you plant on this earth, you're going to reap it. In other words, on a physical level, you doing evil, and the ultimate evil is taking the RFID microchip. Alright, the ultimate evil. It says what? To plant, to jump into, to scatter, spread, disperse, when you read the synonyms. But the second definition, you go to cause, bring about, create, occasion, give rise, to lead, produce, engender, generate, induce, invite, implant, plant, lodge, prompt, evoke, elicit, initiate, so forth and so on. Alright? So it say, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And then go on to say, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. And the ultimate corruption is them ICBM thermonuclear missiles when it comes from all these other different countries. Alright? You're going on, you're sowing to the flesh, you're trusting in the flesh, you're trusting in Esau and his system, you're going on to reap the destruction for that. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. Because when you sow to the Spirit, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, when you're locked and entwined and your spirit planted in the Spirit of Yahushai, you're going to reap life everlasting. Okay? Now when you look up sow it in the interlinear, it comes from the Greek word spiro.
Strong's G 4687. Spiro,
And it means to sow, scatter, seed, metaphor of proverbial sayings. Alright? Now, you jump down to here. And it says, snow. Boom. No, I'm looking for the part where I did read. Right, look at here. Galatians 6 and 7 on these sayings, see in comparison and are likened to fields to be sown, to do these things which satisfy the nature of promptings of to scatter the seeds of instruction, to impart instruction, the ideas and precepts that have been implanted like seed in their hearts, i.e. receive in their hearts. So in other words, Esau planting, and he's going to plant a philosophy in your brain that taking this RFID microchip going to have, you're going to have a better life and an easier way of life, and you're actually going to be implanted with the RFID microchip. Okay, you're actually going to be implanted with the RFID microchip. So that is the ultimate form of you sowing. He that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. You're going to be corrupted, okay, by when you have Ba'Shem Yahushua, you come back, you're going to be put to death. Alright? Because you're totally showing the Lord that you ultimately trust in Egypt. So the Most High will care protect you in that day. When you sow that, when you plant that, when you implant that into your skin. But having faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will make you not take the chip. And that would be you sowing to the Spirit. Alright? You being planted and rooted and grounded in the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and not in the spirit of the devil, which ultimately trusting in the devil going to lead to you being RFID microchipped. It says, lo, Isaiah 36 verse 6, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Now Egypt, they're talking about the United States of America. Alright, you're trusting in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. So that is the guys who sowing to the flesh. Okay, you're sowing to the flesh, not to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, but to the flesh of the so-called white man and his carnality. It says, whereon if a man lean, meaning if you lean on it, like if you're leaning on it to brace you up, to keep you up Like you're so trust in this system that you feel it ain't going to hurt you or do you any harm. Here's what it say. It say it will go into his hand and pierce it. And did not the scripture say the RFID microchip going into your right hand or into your forehead? So ultimately, trusting in Egypt and the philosophies going and ultimately lead to the RFID microchip. Okay? Ultimately, that is what you're going to build up to. That is the end all be all. Of the so-called white man. He want to put a chip inside of you. It says, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So, and Pharaoh, king of Egypt right now is Donald Trump. And any Israelite out there who trusting in Donald Trump, that is what he going to do to you. He going to ultimately, if you're leaning on him too hard, he going to push a RFID microchip and you ain't going to have no choice but to take it, because that is how Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, does deal. That is what he want to do you, in order to track you and know your whereabouts at all times. So you are not to take the microchip. You have to refuse that every day. Don't take it. Okay? So I just wanted to do that. Hopefully it was edifying. Just a little skillful adding to the RFID microchip. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom, Barakataya, Hawaba, Hashem Yahushai, and double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.